Hey folks, I hope you people are doing great. My name is Wasim and this video is regarding Google and Kaggle 5-day AI agents intensive course capstone project. So what I made. As a guy who loves data and analytics, I present to you Federated Data Intelligence Form. Sounds so sci-fi, right? But basically it's an agentic system connected to a database with two agents. Alright, so first agent translates the user's natural language questions about the data to SQL queries. Second one takes care of the privacy that is it doesn't let the user to see PII, which is personally identifiable information. So these two agents are connected to a database. Alright, yeah. So now, how this thing helps? To answer this question, let's take an example. Suppose a manager needs an analysis report for the sales of last month. Unexpectedly, it's his unlucky day, as all the analysts in his company had a party last night, and now even God cannot wake them up. So he hired a freelancer to get his project done. But what if the freelance guy is a scammer and steals the customer's private data like their names, email, phone number, etc.? The company is screwed, right? Okay. To tackle this, we got this agentic workflow. Even if the manager has zero knowledge about querying in SQL, he can get his answers just by asking the agent, like, yo, what's the total revenue last month? And the agent will transfer this natural language question into a SQL query and give the manager his answer. But let's say the manager has some self doubts to use this tool and he still hires a freelancer. So Mr. Freelancer can generate the report and everything to the manager, but can't get any PII, which is again personally identifiable information from the data, just because of the second digit. All right. So let's get on the screen and understand its workflow along with an example. Okay. See you in my screen. Welcome to my screen, guys. This is Federated Data Intelligence Swarm Architecture. All right. This is the architecture for my project. So let's understand each layer one by one. So this is the interaction layer. Here, the user puts a question in natural language and get the response. This is the cognitive and compliance form. Here the agents talk to each other, go to the database and everything, all those kind of things. And this is the data and observability layer. So there is the database, the MCP resource that connects the agents to the database, and log, like there's a log file for like event tracing and how the things are going for debugging purposes. All right. Okay, so I already told you this is the interaction layer. So here you will put a question like what's the total sales for the month of January, etc. So the agent will understand your question. It will use Gemini model 2.5 flash light, and it will generate SQL queries and try to execute. But if it's not happening because of some errors, there's this self correction loop. What it does, it repeats it like for 3 times. So after if something is wrong, so it will repeat it for 3 times, and yeah, it will get your answer. And there's context engineering as well in here. So the agent knows what it's doing, what are the tools it has, and everything, all those kind of things. Okay. And this is the compliance agent. It has registry based email stripping, like with characters and everything, and AI based name recognition to for privacy enforcement, not to not to let PII data leak. Okay, so this is the database. All right, this is the MCP resource that connects the agent to the database, and this is for logging and all those things. So first, user asks a question in natural language. The analyst try to create SQL queries and try to execute, and if it doesn't work, it will try for around 3 times, and it will try to get the data from the database. The agent will get the database, and after that it will send the data to the compliance agent. Here the compliance agent will check if it has like some PII data like emails, names, or something like those. So if it catches there's something like that, it will like not let the user see all those kind of information. But other things, like let's say you ask about email with the product whatever the user buy, you'll get the information about the product but not the email address, and it will provide you the output again in the user interaction layer. Alright, and this thing will keep track of everything, how it's going, what it's not happening, and all those things. Yeah, so let's go to my Kaggle notebook and walk through an example. Okay guys, this is my notebook for the project. It's a Kaggle notebook. Okay, let's go through the cells one by one. So this is a cell, we're importing the libraries and everything. In here we are like getting the Gemini API key from Kaggle secret, and then again this is like for this cell is for like you can say the logging and yeah, for like observability and everything. This is like what it's happening and everything for debugging purposes. Yeah. And then comes this like the data foundation, where we are like building dummy data, just a small database I just built for to show you all. So instead of this, you can connect it to a working database. Yeah, so I just created one small database and I connect it through the MCP. All right, so here in this cell we are like defining the agent tools and capabilities in here. So what it can do and like what are the tools it has. Yeah, and then the intelligent agent swarm, like here we are like telling this is the main thing, this is kind of an engine of our project. So here's it's using Gemini 2.5 flashlight model, and these are the prompts and everything. And basically it's here we are like making the agent understand what things it can do and how it should do. Yeah, so this is it. All right, so it will get initialized and everything. And this comes the interactive execution and observability cell. So here we are like getting information how efficient our agent is like how efficiently it's working. Like we ask some questions and we get a answer within a frame of time. So 2 seconds, here it is. So yeah, it's pretty good, you can say. Here also it's 2.13 seconds for this answers and everything. Yeah, so it's working fine. So lastly comes the automated regression testing. So here it's like nothing but we ask 4 questions to the agent, like how many total transactions, something, what is the total revenue, yep, again something, who is the customer with, yeah, show me the email of customers. All right. So here is the expected output. So we expected 6 as the answer for this question, 300 as the answer for this one, and similarly for these 2 questions as well, because like and we can see here it passed all the questions. So here we can see it written as redacted. So what does it mean? So here you can see we are asking who is the customer with. Customer is like we are trying to know the customer name. So that's why it showed redacted. Like it won't show you the the customer's personal information like PII data. So customer's name, no, it won't show you. So instead of the name, it's just so redacted. And same for email, redacted. All right, And this is the chatting layer where you can chat with the agent. Yeah, and I will run the agent and show you an example. Alright, so let me run this cell. Okay, so I can ask, what is the total revenue for the month of January 2023? It is. Okay, let me give a space. Yep. And yeah. Okay, it's trying to find. Yeah, it's 5,150. It's true, I checked. Alright, so one another feature is that you can just no, sorry, you can just do like this. And okay, you can see this is the history, right? The question I just typed. So it also stores the history of whatever you asked. That's a good thing. Yeah. Okay, so now for like something like tell me the customer names along with their their IDs. Okay, you can see here the name is redacted and there are IDs. Okay, 101, 102, 103 and 104. Alright, so let me ask one another question. Total number of customers. What is the total number of customers? Okay, we got 4 customers in total, and these are their IDs and their names are redacted. So yeah, that's how it works. Okay, so yeah, this is my project for the capstone. I hope you all liked it. Yeah. So this is it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you all like it, and give me a thumbs up. Thank you guys.